Hey guys, as you can see, we've got some Dragons gear up for grabs. So if you're a Dragons fan, hit us up on Twitter, leave a comment. We're going to start giving this stuff out. It's great for throwing across the room. Welcome back to Rugby League Outlaws. Again, as we're going to do moving forward, we're without Terry this week, although he'll join us once again via a very expensive satellite. Look, I just want to give a round of applause to every single member of the NRL community. We've gone officially 1 week without a bubble breach. Didn't think we'd be at this day, but congratulations, guys. If we all work together, this is what we can achieve. Let's aim for 2. Look, let's get straight into the big deals. Breaking just as we just about to hit record. Looks like Tavita Pangai Jr. is headed to Belmore. Look, Paul Vaughan looks as though he may join him with Matt Duffy, Josh Adokar, Brent Naden. Look, pillars of the community. Good footballers, but not exactly players known for their discipline on or off the field. Look, the Bulldogs are going hard. They want to win, and it seems at all costs. Look, there's 2 ways this can go. Either they're going to be a very, very good football team, or someone's going to host a party and they're going to be without players for months. The big one, though, Phil Gould has agreed to join the Bulldogs as their new head of football. Look, job done at the Warriors. He's taken them from 9th to about 12th or 13th at the moment. Gus, genius. You simply cannot pay for those kinds of results. Look, Terry really wanted to come on and talk Origin 3, but I'm not going to let him. Didn't happen. We won the series.
Dan, I just want to cut in. I know it's not on your run sheet at the moment, but I want to talk about Origin 3. And I just want to find out why you didn't add it in there and why you didn't want to talk about it. It's probably because the worst Queensland team of all time beat the greatest New South Wales team of all time. We went in with a simple plan, give the ball to Hammer and just make him show up turbo. And obviously we had the best fullback in the competition in Kalen Ponga playing for us. So, he couldn't clean sweep that Queensland team, and Paul Green keeps his job. I don't know who the real winner is here.
We have to talk about the moment of the weekend. We saw some amazing football. We saw some brilliant tries, great games, some tackles, some blown tries. But for me, the highlight was the Lachlan Lewis brain snap. For those that missed it, right on half time, he and Cody Walker are walking off. Cody Walker's looking at Lockie Lewis. Lockie Lewis just takes him down and starts jiu-jitsuing him. We have exclusively obtained audio of what was said. Evidently, Lachlan Lewis, I can't believe I'm going to say this on air, said that you're worse than Chad Townsend. And the shock of the round, Manly won a game of football without Tommy Turbo and DCE. Look, we always love bagging Manly and their fans, but I think that's a monkey off the back, and I think that they're the genuine team outside the top 3 or 4 that could give the premiership a real shake. That hurt to say. In some frightening news, it looks as though Luke Brooks is being shopped around to other NRL clubs. Sharks, we know you're watching. Please don't do it.
What's annoying Terry?
What's annoying Terry this week? Haircuts. It's not that the fact that the NRL players are sporting dreadful haircuts. I can't get one.
Don't be shit. Hey guys, favourite time of the week. It's time to talk some black, white and blue. Unfortunately, there was 80 minutes that was far from my favourite time of the week as Cronulla were comprehensively outplayed and out-enthused by a Canberra side down on plenty of troops. Josh Papali'i played half a game. Jack Whiten injured and everything across his chest, the poor bloke. Missed half the second half. You really got to ask, if Cronulla are going to turn up and play like that, why even bother for the next 7 or 8 rounds? Because finals football is not in our future. But we're trying to keep it positive. You can go on Twitter and Facebook and follow us and see all the negativity about the Sharks. Let's keep it positive from here on in. Aaron Woods may be on his way to Melbourne, as called last week on Fins Up by Terry. In all due respect to Woodsy, who has been a great servant to the club. I know his future lies elsewhere, and if he can get a shot at an easy premiership with Melbourne, I'm not going to begrudge him for that because in terms of form and effort, I'm not sure they merit a first grade spot at the moment. And I think with Royce Hunt potentially coming back this weekend, I think we might see him go back to the bench with Toby moving into the middle, and Jack Williams coming in at lock. Wouldn't want to be Josh Hannay this week, with all due respect to the guy, me Gorilla legend, but he's got some tough calls to make. The big one comes in the form of Sean Johnson, who had 2 weeks ago had a nightmare game. Last week played really well, it was full of effort. This week was barely seen for 79 minutes and 58 seconds. One run for 4 metres in a game where we needed our highest paid and most experienced half. Best player on the field, I'm willing to say quite easily actually, to stand up and deliver, and he just went missing. Look, if that's going to be the Sean Johnson we get for the remainder of the year, then I'll tell you what, I'm moving Connor Tracy into the 6, Trindle at 7, and looking elsewhere. Sharks missed a huge opportunity on the weekend with the Melbourne Storm playing after us. That was the time to get in Dale Finucane's ear, especially while I was in Disneyland getting his HIA, the poor bastard. That would have been the time to say, Dale, here's your Melbourne contract, exactly what you wanted, and get him signed. We need to move heaven and earth to get that bloke, because we need a culture shift, we need experience in the middle, and we need his go forward and aggression. So I tell you what, he instantly improves any side he moves into, and Cronulla, with all their money and potential starting spots available, cannot miss out on Dale Finucane. As I said, we keep it positive before I went negative again. This time I really mean it. The big positive for Cronulla came on Saturday night, but not in our game. It came in the form of Nicho Hynes. Look, earlier in the show I said Cody Walker's probably looking at your Dally M. If not, it's Nicho Hynes. He's been man of the match for the Storm 2 out of the last 3 games. It was arguably their second best player on the field last week. The kid's a genuine freak. Check these for stats. 226 metres, kicked 8 from 8, including 4 or 5 from the sideline. Had a line break, had a try, 3 line break assists, 2 try assists and 4 tackle breaks. Those are numbers that Cronulla can only dream of right now. This kid is going to completely change the outlook of Cronulla going forward. Man, I'll tell you what, when Pappenhausen comes back, he's not going to come because he's going to win a premiership off the bench, but I'd be sending him a sneaky text saying, he's spot here for the rest of the year. Come on, Nicho, come get acclimatised. Also in a positive, Cam McInnes will make his way to Cronulla, technically, in the next few weeks, if not already, with the rehab squad, Wade Graham, Jackson Ferris and the like. This would be great to acclimatise our potential future captain with the playing squad. Get him ready, get the dragon stink off him and have him ready to go November 1. Fantastic. Welcome, Cam. Terry.
Talk to me, Dan.
Time for some top sport tips. Take it away.
It's time for some top sport tips, Dan. Our good friends at Top Sports again, really disappointed with us. We're just fattening our bank accounts at the moment. If anyone got on my Melbourne Storm tip last week and threw all your money on it, you would have come out with a ton of cash. So let's go. Start off with the Eels versus Raiders this week. Picking the Eels to win here and quite comfortably. I know the Raiders have won 2 in a row. They beat a turbo-less Manly and a rudderless Sharks. I think they're coming up against an Eels team now. Are going to welcome back their Origin players, Mitch Moses, Junior Paulo, are going to be nice and fresh after having a week off, or 2 weeks off because they didn't really do anything in Origin. So I'm going to pick the Eels to win this one, 13+, and pick your boy Mitch Moses for a try.
Roosters and the Knights start our Friday night. It's going to be a fun Friday night, that's for sure. Plenty of points going to be scored here. Look, the Knights were absolutely terrible this past weekend, which is always fun to watch. Roosters were good without being fantastic, but they ran up a cricket score, to be totally honest. I can only see this finishing one way. Look, this will be another Sammy Walker masterclass, 2 in a row. The kid's got way too much talent. Kalen Ponga is back. Hopefully he can stay on the field for 80 minutes. That's the only chance the Knights have. If this comes down to a battle of forwards, Roosters are too good, their halves are too good, their backs are too good. It's one-way traffic. Roosters 13+.
Cowboys versus Storm. Look, years gone by, you'd turn around and say this is going to be an absolute cracker. This is going to be an absolute beatdown here. Melbourne are going to cover the line easily. I don't even know what it is yet, but they'll cover it. They're probably going to score another 40 points as well. This juggernaut from Melbourne is just going to keep on rolling. No Ryan Pappenhausen still, so it's going to give Nicho Hynes a chance to continue to prove that he's one of the form players in the competition, and Cronulla have done the right thing in signing him. Talks that Munster might be out as well. It doesn't really matter. They're going to absolutely destroy the Cowboys. Pick Melbourne to cover the line, and again, pick as many people in the back line for the Melbourne Storm to score tries.
Bunnies and the Warriors should be a good game. Depends which Warriors turn up, how many of them can play after last weekend's injury Armageddon. Look, Cody Walker is arguably odds-on favourite at the moment for the Dally M with Nathan Cleary out for so many weeks. Look, this is Bunnies by how many? Look, they've lost to 2 teams this year, and I can't see it being a third. The Bunnies by plenty. Unfortunately, this doesn't look like the most close game. But, if RTS is fit, Reece Walsh has a good game. This could be fun for 20 or so minutes. Look, Matt Lodge and Fanua Blake were monstrous on the weekend. It's going to be hard to ask them to back up for another 80-minute effort. I just see the Bunnies rolling down the middle. Look for Damien Cook, perhaps man of the match. But Cody Walker. Just get on Cody Walker, everything.
Manly versus Tigers. This one just says fun all over it. 2 teams that love playing lots of attacking footy and won't leave anything out on the field. The Tigers had a really nice win against the Broncos, and it's lifted their season back on. They're probably still on life support, but there's a chance for them in the run home. Unfortunately, the run home's a little bit hard, and it's just only going to be made harder with Manly taking the 2 points in this one. I think it will be. I think the scoreline will blow out a little bit in the end, and it'll flutter Manly, but they'll know they've been in a football game. But I'm going to tip Manly 13 plus, and of course Tommy Turbo and Jason Saab are going to score some tries.
Saturday night, the Brizzy Broncos and the Penrith Panthers. Look, Brisbane will host the game, a Penrith home game, and that's where the advantages end for me. Look, we could see Jerome Luai back with Nathan Cleary 1 week away. Matt Burton's really finding his way in the halves again after starring in the centres all year. One-way traffic, I hate to say it, this is going to be an easy round to tip. Panthers by as many as you can physically get on. But for me, the Katoni Staggs, Stephen Crichton centre clash is worth paying the money alone. This will be fantastic. This is a real chance for Staggs to prove what he's got after a couple of really good games coming back from injury. Look, Penrith are going to win by heaps, but I really hope the Broncos put up a good 20, 30, 40, maybe even 50 minutes. Please, Bronx, make a game of it. Penrith by everything.
Dragons versus Titans. Look, again, this is a game, flip of a coin. It could go either way. I'm thinking of this from a Sharks fan. We just need the Titans to lose now, and we need all the teams below us to keep losing. So on that note, I'm going to pick the Dragons 1-12. I think Ben Hunt is going to come out of Origin and really just continue that form that he had. He's been playing pretty well for the Dragons, and the Dragons have been playing some good football. I know they'll be missing some players this week. We don't know who, but they will be missing. But look, I'm going to go the Dragons in a nail biter on this one, 1-12. Ben Hunt, man of the match.
Game of the round sees the Dogs host the Sharks Sunday afternoon. The Dogs are pretty good on the weekend. They pushed South Sydney, who are a genuine premiership threat, all the way. A couple of moments of madness and some bad discipline towards the end of the game aside. Dogs pretty good. Early in the year, the Bulldogs actually beat the Sharks in one of the most frustrating performances you'll ever see as a Sharks fan. They had 4 or 5 tries disallowed. Surely Cronulla cannot be that bad again. Coming off loss, to Canberra on the weekend, Brisbane beat us a couple of weeks ago. We got lost to the Dogs. If we're any chance of a top 8, this has to be a big win to Cronulla. Look, I'm going to tip Cronulla, but they're going to do it the hard way. This team just does not know how to win easy. Look, if Sean Johnson doesn't turn up, I think that's it for him. In terms of, player of the match, try scorers, Sione Katoa looked really good on the weekend. Ronaldo across for another try. Look, Jesse Ramian was really good on the weekend, and we need that to go across if they'd beat this Bulldog team. Look, they're going to be keen as. They want to avoid the wooden spoon. They've got some superstars coming. They're not just playing, for Bali at the end of the year anymore. This is a genuine game. Look, Sharks, but this won't be a good game.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning into another episode of Rugby League Outlaws, brought to you by Punctured Media. Don't forget to like and subscribe on all our social channels, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. Give us a follow on there as well. We love it. We love all your comments, whether they're positive or negative. A lot of them are negative, and Dan and I just thrive on that. It keeps us going every week. I missed the big fella, so as always, Dan.
Oh, Rugby League, baby.